Hello everyone, my name is Sofia. I am a freshman at Stanford University, and today I'll be talking about some things that I learned during my freshman year that I want to share with you all. So the first thing that I have is to use Google Calendar to plan out your schedule. So for all of freshman year and for some part of high school, I've been using Google Calendar to sort out my schedule, to plan out when I should work on like some of my assignments that are due. And it's been really helpful to me. Keeps everything in one place, especially because a lot of my clubs use Google Calendar and like share the calendar with the rest of the club members. So it's really easy to plan stuff out with Google Calendar. Number two is to make sure to consistently check your syllabus for all of your classes. So this is like a really big difference between high school and college, is that like in my high school, we didn't have a set syllabus at the beginning of every semester. So our teachers would tell us like a week in advance for when like assignments were due. But in college, the syllabus is given to us at the beginning of the quarter. And then all of the tests happen on the same exact dates that are listed on the syllabus. So that's a big difference. And you definitely have to be mindful of that because your teachers will not be there telling you, this assignment's due next week. You have to know those deadlines on your own. Another thing is that when you're at a store, you should make sure to ask them if they have a student discount. And you can get the student discount just by showing your student ID. And the discount's pretty good. Like most stores have like a 15% off discount, which can save you money in the long run. Okay, so this is really important. I suggest that you track your involvement during your freshman year in a Google Doc or like on notes or something like that, especially because, well, this doesn't just apply to freshman year. This applies to like all of college because especially if you're applying to grad school, med school, or like law school, you're gonna have to like remember all the things that you did throughout your college experience if you wanna talk about any of that stuff in your application. So writing stuff down in order for you to remember it would be really helpful in the long run for you to use in those applications. The next thing that I learned the hard way during my winter quarter is to make sure to buy a good umbrella or rain jacket. So I honestly had no clue, which was kind of stupid of me, that it would rain so much during winter quarter at Stanford. So I didn't really bring a good rain jacket, even though I had one at home. So like I had to buy one. And during the week that I didn't have it before I bought it, I was like getting poured on and like I was wearing sweatshirts while I was on my bike. And my sweatshirts, when I got back inside, would be like drenched. So make sure to get a good umbrella or rain jacket so that doesn't happen to you. And so this applies more for virtual classes or virtual college, but I suggest to make sure to leave your dorm at least once a day, no matter how much work you have. I also had to learn this the hard way because winter quarter was really busy for me, and there would be times where I literally wouldn't leave the dorm all day, and that was honestly really bad for my mental health. So please, please, please try to at least go on like one walk a day or like just like sit outside for just like 10 minutes even and just like take in the outdoors for a little bit. Another thing is to make sure to learn how to say no to things. So in my experience, Stanford just has a lot to offer and it can get really overwhelming if you say yes to all of these opportunities. So you really just have to learn how to prioritize certain things over other things. And just like say no every once in a while. So that's all I have for today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.